The human eye can see about 1 million colors. Researchers say most animals see less or see differently. This could be the reason why it's easy for us to see camouflaged animals if we know what to look for. But even then, Mother Nature has provided us with astonishing ways of a picture of perfect camouflage. Take a look at this. Before we look at fatal ways in which animals defend themselves, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be notified. Let's start with opossums. Opossums are notorious for playing dead, and they are very good at it. I am just imagining that scenario where you play dead and you're very good at it. It's an involuntary response that is more like fainting. When an opossum plays dead, it bares its teeth. Foam forms at the mouth and secretes a fluid from its anal glands that gives off a bad smell. All these things add to the look of it being dead, helping to the predators at bay. It can remain at this state for a few minutes or a few hours. Next, we'll look at the walking sticks. Camouflage is a well-known way for animals to protect themselves from predators, but perhaps there's no creature in the animal kingdom that is as good at it as walking sticks. They are usually green or brown in color to blend in with the twigs. Stick bugs don't just look like sticks, they act like them. They can be hard to the touch, like a stick or a twig will be, and to help them blend in, they will sway in the wind just like the twigs of a tree will do. How amazing is that? I'm just being intrigued by all this. Next, we will look at the monarch and viceroy butterflies. Some animals protect themselves from the predators by looking very similar to another animal. How amazing is that? Butterflies eat plants that contain noxious compounds that make them taste bitter to predators. This bitter taste keeps predators at bay, and in this case, the butterflies get double protection because predators will stay away from both monarchs and viceroys because of their similar appearance. Do you know a turkey vulture? If you happen to meet a turkey vulture devouring a meal, it's best to give it plenty of space. Why, you may ask? Because these birds will vomit up the contents of their stomachs to keep them from being harassed or disturbed. The turkey vulture mainly eat carcasses of dead animals, which means that their vomit is not something that you'd want to see. That sounds disgusting. Next, we will look at skunks. The stinky spray of a skunk is one of the most well-known animal defenses there is, but it's usually used as a last resort by the street animals. A skunk will first try the less odoriferous means of keeping the potential predator at bay. That is hissing or stomping its feet. If that doesn't simply work, the skunk will arc its back and lift its tail. It will then deliver a spray of its pungent musk. The musk is contained in an anal gland that have nipples so that the skunk can precisely direct the spray, which can reach a distance of 10 feet. The spray may cause an unsuspecting animal's eyes to water and sting, but it leaves no lasting damage, although the smell can linger for days or even weeks. So imagine walking around with a smelly nose. That can't be me. Next, we look at the ants. Ants have different types of defensive mechanism. The first way that they protect their colony is by bursting. In the process of bursting, they end up killing their prey. They also end up dying, but that's not important. Their aim is to protect their colony. Have you ever heard of formic acid? Okay, it's not the same as sulfuric acid, but still, it makes a great impact. The abdomen of the red forest ant contains a poisonous gland that releases acid that passes through a duct into a reservoir where it is stored until it's needed. As soon as a potential danger approaches the ant, the artery fires the acid, and you would be wrong to think that such tiny creatures are completely harmless. An ant shoots the acid from a hole near the abdomen, which it can aim to an enemy. The life of an individual doesn't matter. What matters is the life of the colony, and that's what they fight to protect the most. Next, we will look at the horned lizard. These animals have so many different defense mechanisms against enemies. They use spikes, camouflage colors, and quick zigzag movements that can confuse the enemy. Sometimes these lizards even enlarge themselves to make them appear larger and more impressive. But the best part is that they shoot their own blood out of their eyes in a distance of up to 5 meters. Okay, this is disgusting, I know, but also quite intriguing. Not exactly what you get to see every day. It does so by blocking the outflow of blood. Hence, there is an increase in blood pressure, which causes the tiny blood vessels around the eyelids to burst. I know this must hurt, but anyway, anything for survival, right? So we look at the electric eels. Electric eels should be feared. Electric eels stings its prey with an electrical discharge of up to 600 volts. They have special organs which consist of numerous electrical plates. The organs occupy 2/3 of the body weight of the fish, and this eel is not related to any ordinary eel. The electric discharge is not something you would want to feel since it can lead to death. You heard me right. It can also lead to respiratory failure and even cause you to drown. So it's not something that you can joke with. 600 volts is not a joke. Let's look at the Japanese bees. The main enemy of the Japanese bees is the hornets. A group of 30 hornets can destroy an entire hive of 30 bees in 3 hours. So imagine the damage that the hornets can do. And the bees have learned to fight back. Quite interesting. When the first hornet approaches the hive, the worker bees sweep in and leave the passage open, allowing the hornets to get in. Once the hornet is inside the hive, the bees surround the enemy, forming a ball of around 500 bees. It is impossible to get out. The bees then use their wings to push the air so that the amount of heat rises to around 47 degrees Celsius. Funny enough, the amount of heat that withstand is around 44 to 46 degrees Celsius. With heat around 47 degrees Celsius, the predator dies. The bees are able to withstand the heat up to 50 degrees Celsius, hence they remain alive. This is a weird scenario where the predator gets killed by the prey. That is all for today, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be notified. Tell me in the comment section which animal gave you a scare. Bye bye for now.